Hello, and welcome back to another game of CS. This time, between KlikTech and Bajini Puleni. This is for the CSadria. And going in our first round, pistol round, we have a slight stack onto B from the counter-terrorists. Savi looking for a bit of information there, not going to find it. Nyx poking out and does get Davenport, which does mean the bombers drop pretty early in mid. Jordan and D will go and pick up the bomb, of course, just to make sure that it does not remain within view of the enemy. And it looks like they might be wanting to put a bit more effort towards the A site as a result here, and they do poke out there. They are rushing into the site. KGR does take down Skipper into Pit, and they do have control of the A site briefly just to get this bomb plant. Nyx trying to get a spot onto one of the T's, nearly gets his own head taken off by Pit. Dimkey does take down Holmes. And at this stage, the CTs are pretty much wrapping around, hoping to get some kind of retake here. Savi does spot Dimkey sitting out on the side there, and he does poke out into Apps, getting a kill, and it is now down to Dimkey here, who is able to take down Savi, and will he get Maiden? He will. Or Madden, however you want to pronounce that, and he does give them the pistol round. Going into the second round here, and we do see three AKs. It's a bit risky considering the reset potential here. You don't really want to give them more than they absolutely need to, because at this stage you're still trying to build your economy. Even if you've won that first round, you still want that extra money. And the AK is a great way to lose anything you built up in that first round. Nyx very close to D here. D with his colleagues looking to perhaps bait out a shot. Nyx getting the first kill onto D makes it a little bit expensive for them. Maiden trying to get a deagle onto KGR does not succeed. Transfer damage though, not too bad for an eco. KGR down to 61 health now. Jordan falling back from mid, and the T's are looking to set themselves up for a B play, especially now that Maiden's peaked. Holmes able to take down Davenport, but will be traded out by KGR, and the terrorists are committing to this B site here. And we have Savi and Skipper looking to see what they can do at this stage. Not really too hopeful about what they're going to be able to do, although as I say that, Savi is able to take down Dimkey, which is pretty much an AK kill there. Skipper also able to take down KGR in Banana, and Jordan is in a situation he did not expect himself to be in. 2 versus 1 on an eco, especially with the firepower they have, and Skipper and Savi peaking at the same time with expert precision. Savi looking for the AK, they will find it, and KlikTech score themselves an excellent reset for that second round. Especially good, as you do not want to give the terrorists too much momentum on Inferno. I believe we are seeing a pause here. We are indeed. And they might be looking to think about what they did last time. Although, let me just check the console quickly. It's a technical, actually, so they are coming across some issues there. Not entirely certain what they are, so let's just relax whilst they sort them out. As for the counter-terrorists, they will have a bit of extra time to see how they want to support the 2 AKs here, if they do want to commit as much as the terrorists did in that second round. And it looks like they want to, and they may be opening themselves up to the same mistake that Bajini put themselves in for that second round there. And we are seeing just about all rifles, I think, versus all CZs. The official full of shit pistol of the game. So this may not work out as well as they want it to. We are seeing D running up close on Banana. Not really seeing anything yet. Dimk is boosted into, or jumping up into apartments here. So he will be able to get some information. It looks like they wanted to just make a little bit of noise towards Banana and just commit to the A site here. As for the counter-terrorists, I think they've suspected it might be this, and they've set 3 of their players here to pretty much weather against anything that the terrorists are going to be throwing at them. They are falling back, taking more conservative positions as the terrorists do run in. They've thrown Molotovs, though, to blunt this approach. Dimk and... oh, Skipper in pit, able to do a lot to stop this assault there. And with the CZ, not the AK, the CZ, he is able to hold off a lot of that push. So that is, that's got to feel good if you're KlikTech. You don't get reset, and you're able to build up a little bit of momentum. And I think we've got a... yeah, we've got another technical pause here. Just a few FPS drops by the looks of it for Severe there. So they're looking to try and fix up whatever's going on with his computer. Or they're looking to reboot or something to that effect. Now, looking at the terrorists, though, they did commit a bit of money into that. I think they're hoping that the CZ magic would work for them, and they'd be able to get a lot of kills, and maybe even a round win. But it did not go that way. And looking at the scoreboard here, yeah, we do have Savi, who's joined back in now, of course. But we have a bit of a telling picture here. Skipper, I mean, that last round definitely did a lot for his kills, but he's obviously able to hold a side at least against an eco, so that's good. As for the terrorists here, the bottom 3, D, Davino, and Jordan, aren't really doing a lot to help out their teammates here. Although that said, it is early days. We may see something from them soon. On the terrorist side, we only really have one purchase made here, and that is KGR with, by the looks of it, a P250 and a flash grenade. So considering the rest of his teammates are on Glocks, this really does look like they've all bought a ticket for a Glock train to somewhere. We just have to find out where that somewhere is. Okay, and it looks like they were ready, but now they're not. As for the counter-terrorists, we do have Savi, who's back in now. He's reconnected. And yeah, they've given the signal to go ahead again. And we should hopefully... okay. I've got my own technical difficulties, it seems. Excellent. Excellent. Let me get this shit sorted. Hey, there we go. Back in time for a 4th round on Inferno between KlikTech and Bajini Puleni. Now, we have not seen any further purchases here from the terrorists. So it looks like they're actually going to be flashing in mid, which might not do as much as they want. We are actually seeing Savi pushing up in Banana here. So I don't think they really want to give the terrorists a chance to run that Glock train anywhere. They're just going to run pretty much straight into the horns of the bull here. But with things basically smoked off, they have pretty much taken a bit of a step back here. They weren't able to get anything by pushing up, so they didn't really want to overextend themselves and basically put themselves in a bit of a losing situation here. And Holmes is able to score 1-2. He swaps out to the USB for reasons. He could have hopped back there, and he didn't. So it looks like Skipper has taken out Jordan in the apartments as well. And that will be a 3rd win for the counter-terrorists. That said, though, with a almost full save, the terrorists themselves have set themselves up for a buy. There will be all AKs with utility, full armor as well. So, what they'll be doing, I do not know. I think they are playing a little bit more default. However, they are allowing the counter-terrorists to basically move up into banana here, which does tell them a bit of information, more so that if they're not in banana at that point, maybe they're not looking for a B play, and as a result, they've sent Holmes back to A site there. Tees themselves, with the exception of Davenho, are all pretty much setting up in second mid, having a look at mid itself, keeping their eyes off it just for a moment, and they are about to flash in KGR, who isn't able to get a pick yet. KlikTech, they've done this before, they pretty much like to sort of move back into the A site there, get more conservative defensive positions, which is a sound move. Looks like they will be setting up for Archer's side, as they are peeking out. Smokes have been set up, and oh, Dimke does get the trade there. He will actually take out Nyx as well, and they might be able to wrap around and go towards B site, which is exactly what they're looking to do now. If you're Maiden, you're going to be in a pretty bad position as you peek out and get your head taken off. And that is it. Bajini Puleni have pretty much secured themselves a lovely B site. As for Skipper and Savi, at this stage, they don't really want to contest it. They will just want to sort of save the weapons they have. And looking at the money makes sense why these past few rounds, whilst they have been counter-terrorist wins, they have not always been absolute wipeouts. So they have had to look after their money as a result. Counter-terrorists, on the other hand, don't want them to save anything, so they are looking to see if they can't hunt this. Though Savi and Skipper might be able to make this a bit more painful for them. KGR is wanting to see if he can get a kill. He's able to get one, make it a little bit more painful for the counter-terrorists, who for them it's going to be a bit of a tougher position for them to actually buy back items. Although that said, no, thanks to Nyx and Savi, they've actually had the extra money to drop their teammates. So they're really not in a bad position at all. In fact, as a result, they're going for double AWP, which is going to be a bit of an interesting one. We have Savi looking to peek down mid there. Holmes whiffing it pretty bad. Savi also going down. This is not good for KlikTech. I mean, Maiden is able to get another kill there, but at this stage, the pressure's on Skipper. He will get the first one. Jordan was already a bit weak, though, so it's going to be a bit of a given that he would get him. And we are seeing a bit of a rotation onto A from the CTs. The terrorists themselves have slowed things down. So who knows what we're going to see from them. KGR just hanging out in the smoke, waiting for something to happen. Skipper, I think, is a bit more concerned about Diggity than he is about Apps, although he will try to peek in, and he is able to see KGR first. However, that said, Davenho is able to peek around and get a kill onto Nyx, and things are getting a little bit compressed here for Skipper. Not that he needs to worry, though. He is able to get the kill onto Dimke, and is now down to Davenho, who is able to get the bomb, but will he be able to plant it, though? And he will. So even if they do not win this one, they will have a plant. Davenho, gotta be a bit wary of that AWP. Was hoping he's not going to be able to get the flick. And he is able to clutch it. There we go. That's got to feel good if you are Bajini Puleni. And you are able to turn a bad situation into a win like that. So that was a good play by Davenho there. Counter-terrorists themselves are pretty much in a bit of a bad situation money-wise. They have sort of defaulted to a semi-buy, we'll call it. Maiden looking to pop into that cheeky spot there. Maybe score himself one kill, but we don't know if it'll work again. They might be a little bit wary of this. KGR also moving up to usual spot. Close up in banana to that wall. And as far as KlikTech is concerned, they are thinking it might actually be on the A side here. Or perhaps hoping that Maiden will be able to score a few kills. Hearing the nades come in though, Maiden is going to be prepared, but not able to win that exchange as KGR just goes in Quake 3 style and basically just sprays everybody down with an Uzi, or Mac-10 rather. As for Holmes, at this stage they really just want to get some guns. Jordan waiting for the rotate here of the hunt. Perhaps even just the save. This is going... Oof, I was expecting that to work out so much worse for Savi there. But he is able to score himself a Mac-10. And don't you jump off that. Okay, you good boy. You didn't do it. Okay. At this point, whether the terrorists will want to hunt them down or not is another question. They don't really have too much to gain from doing this at the moment, just a couple of SMGs. Which, considering the counter-terrorists themselves, might not have been able to do a bit of a buy next round. They've got a bit to lose themselves, as you can see that Holmes taking down KGR. Skipper will go down to Dimk at the bottom of mid. However, Savi and Holmes do make it out of there alive. They're able to spread the love around a little bit by passing on the SMGs. And we are seeing another eco buy, just a couple of things bought to support the SMGs there. And because they're in a bit of a weaker position weapon-wise, they will want to go for a bit of a stack. That said though, Skipper, of course, would have called that there's going to be a bit of a presence towards A. And this could actually work out kind of bad. If Davenho isn't able to hold this, they've lost the bomb. Maiden able to get the AK and spray down there. Oh, this is not good for the terrorists. Jordan missing a crucial shot there. This is not going to work out for him, I don't suspect. So they've smoked off the bomb. And they have got good defensive positions around it. Whether he is expecting Skipper to be here is going to be another question. I wasn't expecting him, but he is able to flick and get the kill. Now that they know where he's coming from, though, the two angles approach are covered. However, Holmes will pop out quickly just to put Jordan out of his misery. Going into the 9th round here, and we are seeing a bit of a buy from both teams again. The terrorists on a bit of a weaker buy compared to the CTs. And with a fair amount of aggression. Oh, Savi going for the blind shot through the smoke. And this could be quite bad. They're going to lose the AWP. It's now just down to Nix here at the B site. However, it is still a 3-on-3. A bit less if you consider that Dimk is on 29 health. And Davino only has the CZ. That's right, only the CZ. And Davino and Dimk basically jump with arms wide open into the loving embrace of Skipper's M4. And he will score the final kill into Boiler onto Jordan. And we are seeing a bit of a back and forth here. As both teams sort of try to get a bit of momentum. Counter-terrorists, though, are able to sit a little bit happier on this. They're not completely out of the woods yet when it comes to being reset or having a bad buy next round. But they're going to be feeling good, especially against pretty much a pistol buy, no armor. Trying to poke out something here from the bottom of Nana. I think he's just trying to show a bit of presence there. Keep him over on the B side there. And we do see, oh, Holmes in the pit, and he will pretty much tear the T's to shreds. Savi pulling off the final kill onto D there. And as we go into the 11th round, we are now seeing a proper buy out of both teams again. They will leave the bomb down in T stairs there. As you would, you don't necessarily want to give away where it is. And I believe D did just catch a bit of a glimpse onto Sevi up the top there. We do have a bit of a play towards the apartments going on here, as Dimke and Jordan are looking to just purchase a bit of real estate up there, you know. It's a good time of the year to buy. Okay. Having gotten a bit of gains here in the apartments, looks like the T's will want to sort of press on that, with Davenho getting a bit of presence in mid. Bomb itself on D is in a slightly open positions. The CTs, though, they have anticipated this, and it looks like they will want to stack up on A site there. Okay, Dimke and Jordan able to get 2 excellent entry kills there, especially when they were lined up to be mowed down. With the smoke being thrown towards A, they have decided to double back towards B. I don't think Maiden knows about this just yet. Oh! Really bad time for both to have their guns out. Maiden, I don't think, wants to spray through the smoke there, as they will be able to find him with the tracers. However, he's got to be feeling a little bit stressed. He doesn't know if they've lapped around CT yet, so he's keeping his eyes on that as well. And the terrorists will be walking through here. It's down to KGR now, with Sevi able to get the kill. And he does poke out at the perfect time, making sure that any push or take on that site was pretty much squashed. Bajini Puleni, though, have decided to go for one of their timeouts. And at this stage, they're going to want to try and reset and find out why it is that they can't really capitalize on advantages here. Although, that said, yeah, well, no, it's another technical one. My apologies. It's not Sevi this time. That said, though, if you're Bajini Puleni, you might be thinking to yourselves, this is a good time to perhaps calm down and look over what they're doing. We are seeing good entries from Dimke, a few from Jordan, a couple. That's exactly what he's got, a couple of kills. Well, looking at the scoreboard here, and Dimke is trying to carry his team a little bit. That said, though, it's not quite what we're seeing with Skipper there. He is on 16 kills to 5 deaths. He is having quite a good game, it can be said. His colleagues also having a bit of fun. Sevi 11 to 5. And we aren't entirely certain what the money is going to be like when our 5th returns. As for the terrorists, it looks like they've decided what they want to do here. They are going for another full CZ buy with minimal armor. Just a couple of flashbangs and smoke grenades means that they're going to set up for a basic execute, but maybe not look to achieve too much here. At this stage, I think really what they want to do is just get a plant and be done with it, and maybe cause some serious damage to the counter-terrorists. Not that they need to worry too much about that. Their economy is actually going quite strong, but it's all beneficial in the long run. And there we go. We have Holmes, who has returned. It seems like he was actually getting the same sort of issue that Sevi was having there, which is not the greatest. And as we head back into the game here, yep, it's been unpaused, which is good. As we head back into the game, we have a pretty monstrous buy from the counter-terrorists, comparative to what the terrorists have, which is, as I said before, 5 CZs, couple of flashes, couple of smokes. We'll see if they can't get an execute sorted out here, and it looks like they want to try their luck towards the A site here, as 4 of them rush towards there. We do have early presence, though, on the apartments by Holmes, who is taken down and does gift the terrorists an M4 as a result. Skipper, wary that they're going to be looking to press these apartments a bit more, he is going to throw a grenade in there, see if he can't score some damage. Not a bad idea considering the lack of armor on the terrorists. And they're doing it again. They are doubling back towards the B site here. It seems like they just want to keep on trying this. Yeah, and Nick's keeping in mind that he's on his own there, he is willing to sort of just throw the utility just to sort of waste the time, really. The CTs, I think, are getting a bit wary of this, and as a result, they're moving a few players across, and we'll be looking to sort of use more and more utility. The terrorists, though, running in, will be slowly mowed down. Nix and Maiden able to hold on to the site particularly well, and it seems like Holmes DC'd again, or is trying to sort of fix the issue during the downtime whilst he's dead. He's back in, though, so we'll have to see if that's actually worked. Terrorists now on a full buy. 5 AKs, full utility, full armor. And they're still doing a bit of a split here. Sevi looking to run up into mid and get something there, but isn't able to quite score the shot. As for Nix and Maiden, they're pretty much hanging back in B. They don't really want to contest the contest Banana at this stage. Terrorists, though, are pretty much trying to purchase the ground. They're using a lot of the utility to do that. KGI will poke his head out whilst flashed. Nix able to get an excellent spray down on Banana and blunts that assault quite well. Jordan gonna see if he can't get some ground towards mid, and he does. Dimke as a result is moving up, but this is not looking good. Jordan is on 12 health. Dimke is almost full health, but Skipper is actually creeping around right now, and he's going to get behind them. He does score that first kill, almost with the shot, and it's down to Jordan with 12 health. As soon as another CT peeks, he's dead, I gotta say it. Oh. Okay. Yep. They both had their guns away at the wrong time, and I think Jordan's just hoping for a plant, and that's about it. He is just one sneeze away from getting killed. Still manages to get a kill onto Skipper, so, you know, silver linings, I guess. But silver linings aren't going to do you too good when you really wanted that round win. So the counter-terrorists here are looking to sort of lock this down. The terrorists are looking to get at least 5 or 6 rounds here, just to make this a competitive second half. They are getting close to a danger zone. As KlikTech, if they do secure the next 2 rounds, will be singing as they go into the second half. All they'll need is that pistol round, and they will be able to turn the heat up quite well on Bajini Puleni. Bajini Puleni themselves, though, another full buy. Well, almost full buy. There's a little bit lacking on the utility there, as they're pretty much hitting the end of their funds. Nothing to be scoffed at, though, as it will allow them purchase into a site. However, Skipper does take down KGR, and the remaining terrorists here are looking to sort of squish into mid and apartments, or scratch that actually. Davenho is looking towards Banana. I think he's waiting for somebody to try and pull a bit of a sneaky rotate, or perhaps even clear the ground for them. With a minute left to go, the terrorists are looking to perhaps play a bit more conservatively and see what kind of ground they can reclaim here. After assessing their options, it seems like they have decided to go back to mid. Dimke unable to score a kill onto mid there. Same with D. Smokes go out, but unfortunately the molly on the apartment balcony does actually stop any sort of immediate assault here. And we do see Davenho and Jordan pull off some good trades there. It is, unfortunately for Jordan, still a 2 versus 1 situation. 12 seconds to go. He will have to commit to this A site. There is no two ways about it. I don't think he realizes that Nix is that close. However, Jordan has rolled the dice and planted in the best position he could. Nix, however, seeing where the bomb was, knew exactly where to keep his crosshairs, and Jordan does go down. And we head into the last round of this half here. And the counter-terrorists pretty much have everything they need to secure this. Sevilla's on over $10,000, so yeah, they've got everything they need. The terrorists, however, having to make do. They've thrown just about all they can into this. Sevilla, I think, was hoping to get a shot onto mid, but unfortunately couldn't. He was flashed at just the right time. Lucky if you are Bajini Puleni. As for Maiden and Nix, they are looking to take that banana. And because of this, I think they're a bit wary that they are going for A, and this timing could actually work out to be a bit of a skipper through the smoke. Okay, go skipper, I guess. Now, the counter-terrorists definitely know that they're heading towards A, so we are seeing a rotate here from Nix and Holmes. Davenho is keeping his eye on the library side there. Skipper does go down to KGR in apartments. Don't know if they actually saw somebody hop across there, but this is pretty much going to be the one time that Bajini Puleni will have to hold on to a site. Counter-terrorists do not have too much utility to really work with here. However, they have used that Molotov effectively, as it will bring Davenho out, and it is a 2 versus 2. As we see Holmes able to take out D, but not able to take out the last two terrorists, and we got a 10-5 half here. Bajini Puleni will be perhaps breathing a little bit easier that they're able to get it to 5 rounds. It's not fantastic, but it's something. They're not quite boiling water yet. And as we go into the first pistol of the second half here, we see a, gotta say, wasted decoy there. You can actually use those to fake flashes. As for what KlikTech are wanting to do on their terrorist side is tough to see. We are actually seeing an interesting stack here in the boiler room here. You have Jordan and KGR here, sort of trying to keep eyes on both the apartments and any sort of push on Dig's side. That said, though, that's not where the terrorists are going. They are moving up onto B now. Davenho completely blinded and locked out of the sight as a result. They know he's going to be there and perhaps going towards Connector. As a result, Skipper will be keeping an eye on it. Davenho also been locked out of Connector as well by that smoke. And we're pretty much on a 5 versus 5 retake situation here. As KGR and MK come from the counter-terrorist spawn, Jordan and D are taken out at Banana. Davenho and KGR are in Connector. And we have Dimke, who is taken down in Cross. And it's down to KGR, who fights valiantly, is able to get the only kill from the CTs of that round, but will go down. KlikTech have pretty much given themselves a great start to this second half. However, as we saw in the first half, they may be open to a bit of a reset themselves. So we'll see how they play this. D not actually purchasing anything in that round by the looks of it. I think he's aiming to get himself an AWP later on. Holmes jumping up into the apartments, just looking to get a bit of information there, with a bit of pre-fire from Skipper onto the apartment hallway there. As for Bajini Puleni, they are sitting back and waiting for a push from the terrorists. We'll certainly have flashes to do this, so this might not work out quite as well as I'd like. D keeping an eye on mid specifically, also trying to peek out and keep an eye on boiler just to make sure they don't pop out of there. Skipper and Maiden sitting down towards the bottom there, and they have taken their eyes off Banana. Well, no, they haven't. We are seeing a push here from the terrorists into mid. This could be smoke and mirrors, so to speak, as they do fall back, and they are creeping back to B. Bajini Puleni have fallen for this, and they have over-rotated over to A, leaving just one player, Davenho, on B. If they don't check for this boost spot, though, it could be quite bad for them. Not that it matters now, as he has dropped down. The terrorists have themselves set up across. Jordan able to get one, not get both, though. Davenho on site. Will they find him? Will he get a kill at all? No, he won't, unfortunately. We are seeing D and KGR in construction. However, they've got a few things to worry about there, thanks to Maiden and Nyx. KGR walks out and does get taken down by Nyx. And unlike the first half, we are seeing a bit of momentum being built up here by KlikTech. Not what you want to hear if you're on Bajini Puleni, as the score is currently 12-5. This really need to go the other way for them, of course, and it didn't, unfortunately. We are seeing a 4-man stack onto B, considering it's nothing but USBs, nothing else bought. That's pretty much all you can do at this stage, is roll the dice and hope that the terrorists do run into a site like that. That said, though, they are playing a bit conservatively, the terrorists that is, and they are looking to find out what information they can before they actually pick a site. Not wanting to make an uninformed decision here, which is a smart way to play. Didn't care if he does poke out just a little bit, he will meet Holmes here. Or Holmes will meet him more than likely, and he does go down. That is their one player on A site. And running into this now, they know that they are more than likely on a full eco. What are they going to see here? Savi is not going to be able to get out of there in time, I think. Although that said, the spray down doesn't quite work out for him. And the CTs have actually earned themselves an AK. The hunt continues. I think they really don't want that AK to get away from them. KGR without the armor might get aim punched. D does actually find Holmes, and they're able to score a second kill there, which is not too bad at all. With KGR and D in banana, the hunt is moving up to them. They will run through fire to get this. They really don't want them to be able to get any of these guns, and Nyx sees to that. Not that it's the end of the world. Going into a buy round for the counter-terrorists, they are able to get rifles anyway. It just really would have helped having that extra utility, and in some cases that extra armor as well. However, we are seeing Nyx, who's wanting to run up, show a bit of aggression on Banana. Will he jump into the crosshairs of Jordan, though? Maybe not. Skipper and Holmes are moving up on apartment now. However, they haven't quite found anyone yet. Bomb itself is staying down towards the bottom of mid. And we are seeing some pre-firing going on through the smoke here. Holmes will take down... Sorry, D will take down Holmes in upper mid there. And at this stage with the bomb going towards B, I'd say that they are committed to that. That first kill is going to be quite golden. Jordan able to land that second one. Almost finds an answer from the terrorists. And at this stage, it's pretty much a 1 versus 2. Savi having to quickly score 1 kill, or at least get himself in a position where he can't be rooted out of. Losing the duel to D, though. Bajini Puleni have managed to get themselves a round in this half as well. The first rifle round too. So it's got to feel good, making sure that they can hang on to their money. As for the counter-terrorists, though, going to the next round, we might see a drop or two from Nyx for his teammates. fact, we'll definitely want to see that, given that he's over 10,000 now. And they will be able to bring some firepower to this round still. With 2 AWPs on the counter-terrorists, granted they don't see a bit of aggression they aren't expecting from the terrorists, they will be able to hopefully score some kills early on and perhaps even show a bit of a lockdown here. D missing his first shot onto Banana. Now they know the AWP's there, they really don't want to let up on it. But they'll have to, as they are fired out. Skipper creeping through apartments here. Just looking to see if he can't make something on this site. Isn't quite getting what he's after. He might set off the dog though. That said, D will score a shot onto Holmes. Jordan able to get a kill as well. Nix responding to Davenho. However, D is in a bit of a bad position as he pokes out at a bad time and does get his head taken off. However, KGR is able to make sure that it's pretty much Savi on his own here. With the bomb not planted, the smoke wearing off, he's not in a good position. They have started to lock down these angles. They're giving him a bit more space than he really could use. Savi, as a result, able to get a kill onto KGR there. Jordan, with the response, makes sure that Savi does not get away with that heinous crime. And they're able to keep a bit of money going forward into this round. Not a great deal of it though. So the counter-terrorist buy is a bit weaker than it could have been. However, what they're up against, 2 Glocks, a P250, a Deagle, and a CZ. They're not really going to have to worry about too much as long as they don't sort of over-push there or provide the angles that Deagle needs or the close corners that CZ needs. Dimk able to get 2 kills on Skipper and Savi as they rush out of Boiler. Holmes hoping to get a kill, but Dimk with the M4 and USP is able to secure this round for them. And that was pretty much the way we expected that one to go, given the buy from the terrorists. Maybe a couple of cheeky kills here and there, but nothing more than that, really. And with a bit of momentum, we're actually seeing what could be the first signs of a, and I know this is a jinx word, but comeback from Bajini Puleni. Full buy from the terrorists, though. May... Oh, Nix, you ran into the fire and it burnt you. That's what happens. It's now down to a 4 versus 5, or 3.5 versus 5 if you count Savi's health. Skipper, I'm going to try and get something from Boiler. KGR able to score 2 excellent kills, Boiler and mid there. And KlikTech are not in quite the position they would want themselves to be in. None of their aggression has really paid off. And the peaks that the counter-terrorists were making paid off for them handsomely. The flash coming in though. Oh, sorry, a smoke rather. We're not going to see a push onto Banana yet. They're maybe trying to force a rotate or 2 out of it here. D will take down Maiden. And it's just down to Holmes. As the CTs hunt out more information, they've got to be aware that it will be on Banana, and they're definitely aware of it now as he has poked his head out. KGR looking to sort of just keep control of the bottom of Banana here. And Holmes will go down at the top of Banana. We are seeing another eco here from the terrorists. They've got still a few more rounds to play with, but this is starting to get away from them a bit. The counter-terrorist economy is actually quite good, so they can weather a loss or 2 here and still be able to come into the next round fully bought up. Or at least fierce enough. As for the CTs, Suspecting that it is going to be towards A here, as we see a lot of them moving that way. In fact, we have a fourth in the form of Jordan here, who's looking to keep an eye on archers. Skipper running out of balcony there. Does get his head taken off pretty quickly, and at this stage, terrorists need to find weapons and the bomb, secure that plant if they want to be able to win this. And we do have a bit of armor on Nix and Savi and Holmes, which will account for the aim punch. That said, Holmes will take down Jordan as he does creep past Boiler without checking. Holmes does see where D shot from and is able to score an excellent quick 3-kill succession onto Bajini Puleni, giving them the 14th round. As said before, the counter-terrorist economy, not the worst, so they can come into this with a purchase. And if it's enough to keep KlikTech from getting that match point, then it is, of course, going to be worth it. We're only really seeing any movement on the terrorist side from Skipper. Although Nix is moving up slowly but surely. He is hearing those AWP shots come through, and now you make that much noise there, continue to try and make those shots, you will have what happened to D there, and a grenade will be there to greet you. And this is looking like a setup onto the B side there, with only Skipper poking out of Boiler here and there to see if he can't get a few kills, initiate a rotate or something there. With the amount of utility coming in, the counter-terrorists have to be a little bit suspicious, but they're still not rotating yet. With that smoked off, we will see Skipper go down in mid. Creeped around a little bit too much, it's safe to say. D, having thrown the smoke towards middle there, will waste a Molotov, unfortunately. We do see them coming in now. Bomb is out first and is down. Nix down to 11 health. He's able to see Savi pretty much wreck face. And it is down to Nix and Savi to try and secure this. So 2 versus 3, both of them on low health. This is not looking particularly good for them. But they really want that last round. Is he gonna... Oh, he is gonna get burnt. Fire spreads, friend. It does. You gotta watch out for that. Nix going down to Jordan, and the CTs will avoid the match point for another round. Unable to properly break the economy of the counter-terrorists, the terrorists taking a bit of a timeout here. This has to be tactical. Not said, so we'll say it's tactical. They've really got to look at themselves and see what they're doing wrong. Perhaps it's even just an emotional reset as well. You get that close to match point or victory, and this stuff can start to play on your mind. Vice versa, some players do wake up as soon as their backs are against the wall. That could be exactly what we're seeing with Bajini Puleni here. We are back in. Not the greatest buy, but a buy nonetheless from the terrorists. Means they should hopefully be able to get something going here. Savi looking to get some early peaks from the counter-terrorists onto Banana. See if he can't turn this into a 4 versus 5 early on. Now Savi, they're not going to hang around there too long. We are seeing some shots into the apartments as well. Or onto mid, sorry. Maiden is looking to create a bit of noise there. The 3-person stack towards the A side though, just about all of them towards Dig, although Jordan is hopping back just below apartment balcony. What are we going to see here? We're seeing Nyx left in banana there to account for any rotates that might come through. Terrorists themselves, though, are setting up for a bit of a push, with Holmes throwing a smoke out of boiler. He may have just given away the game a little bit. Skipper able to get a kill on apartment balcony onto Dimk. Not sure if he's aware Jordan is in the pit though. KGR able to get at least one kill. Mid-air kill onto Skipper. Another mid-air kill onto Savi. Not able to get the last one though. Nyx giving his team at least a plant, although it's a 2 versus 1. There's still a chance here. Not wanting to provide too many angles to get shot from. We'll creep into graveyard here. Will the counter-terrorists suspect this though? That is the thing. You have Davenho, who did just have a quick peek towards mid just to make sure nothing was there. Though if you're adept at hiding, you don't need to really worry about that. Nyx whiffs the shot, gives them exactly what they need to know where he is. And might have actually panicked there. That's another round for the counter-terrorists. Interesting point for this to get really competitive, but that's it. As for the terrorists, though, Nyx potentially a little bit frustrated with his last round's play there, shaking the mouse around a little bit. And we do have another pistol buy here from the terrorists. Throwaway round. Well, that said, we've seen that before, and those have turned into wins. At the very least, very damaging rounds to the other team. Just about all of them heading... Oh! Skipper killing himself somehow. That is not how you wanted that to go. KGR, though, with the AWP, going down to Holmes with the pistol. Dimk might just be the one to save this, and he does with quick spray down onto unarmored enemies. And all things considered, KlikTech might have actually had a shot at that if they're able to get the plant and secure those weapons. They might have been able to get that match point they've really wanted. Full buys again for them this round though. So things are going to be a little bit friendlier. KGR with a pretty good angle onto banana. Terrorists have to, oh, sorry, the counter-terrorists have to be feeling pretty confident that this would be going towards A site. We do have, looks like Jordan and not KGR, Jordan and Dimk try their boost and boiler again, without getting too much from that time spent there. They will hop back. We have a 4-man stack onto A from the counter-terrorists. They know this is coming in. The grenades are coming in and damaging the terrorists as well. They're already weak going into this site, which is not good. Maiden keeping an eye out for any potential cheeky rotates there. Looks like we might actually see a bit of a peek here from D. He will hop back though. Savi getting close onto the Archer side, although we have Davenho keeping an eye on this. Once he realizes that's a smoke though, not a fantastic one. He's going to be able to keep a bit of an interesting angle here and just wait for them to come through. There is a quick trade from Davenho to Savi, the Nyx onto Davenho. He's not able to win that. Pit though could prove pretty vital here as Jordan tears through them. His positioning and timing there was pretty fantastic for that round. With 3 kills, he shut it down pretty well. There's just too much stuff for the terrorists to look at, and they couldn't really sort of lock down any kills as a result. Bajini Puleni got to be feeling good at this point. They're only 1 point away from tying this up. The terrorists themselves, though, are pretty much on their full CZ buy, all with armor, though. So we'll see what they do on apartments. Counter-terrorists going back, being conservative again, has worked out for them, so they are playing smart. They don't want to give away anything more than they have to. Jordan smoking off apartments there will make this not so great, especially with the timing of the Molotov there. They can see that was designed to actually pick them off. Jordan does go down in pit, and he will give the the terrorists a rifle as a result. AWP has been spotted. Maiden will be looking to pick up that AWP and secure this. However, weakened terrorists against 3 full health terrorists with a little bit of utility. That AWP is going to have to work pretty hard to make sure that they don't lose this. Maiden is popping into pit just to try and keep an eye on the rotate there from mid. Counter-terrorists themselves, though, they don't really have much of a choice unless they want to start playing for overtime here, so they will have to start making a move towards the side. Maiden getting that excellent first shot, whiffs the second, but we will see Skipper and KGR. KGR doesn't actually have the time to do this, so all he can really do is hope to hold off the hunt. Maybe... Yep, he does get that second kill, and cause a little bit of damage for them, and they are now playing for overtime. They being Bajini Puleni. And will we see a tactical timeout from KlikTech? We will. Now that is exactly what they've been wanting to do for those previous rounds with the eco buys, when they've been able to score those first couple of kills, get those weapons. This time they are able to lock down the site, and it did wonders for them. It's got to be a bit of a stressful round though, so you may think that they are looking to sort of take a moment to collect their thoughts, go in with a bit of a fresh attitude, and hopefully, for them that is, hopefully lock this one out. Counter-terrorists having to make a few concessions there, most notably Jordan with only a CZ and a bit of utility, and Davenho with a FAMAS. They've got 2B, 3A. KGR able to score an excellent sort of excellent second shot as well onto Skipper, who does press his luck and as a result gets killed for his troubles. Holmes maybe hoping to catch that that AWP off guard, but he's out of apartments now, so there's not really much you're going to be able to do there, buddy. His 3 teammates though, Nix, Maiden and Savi, are setting up for a B push. Over a B we do have this CZ, but what else do we have with this? We have the AWP. That said, AWP is not going to do you too well if you're on fire, and excellent trades coming out from the counter-terrorists here. Don't know if D heard that AWP shot. Savi will get taken out from that side, and Holmes is on his lonesome over at the A site. Seems like Dimk is expecting a rotation through the counter-terrorist spawn, and as a result is keeping an eye out for it. Doesn't know where it's going to come though, whether it be archers or library, so that's a smart play and just keeps an eye on both. 20 seconds to go, there's really nothing that Holmes can do here. He might have heard that jumping up and down, I think he did. So, he may be hoping that a teammate of the counter-terrorist says, yep, it's all clear, you can do what you want there, and forces a unguarded run from one of the other counter-terrorists. That will not happen though. We're now down to 15 to 14. Bajini Puleni looking to get that one last round to bring this into overtime. If they can do that, then they've got a chance at winning this. As for the terrorists though, off by, they can't be feeling good about this. They really just want to see if they can't get kind of any of the magic that they had from before and just finish this up. Holmes re-peeking an AWP, as he do, and will be punished as a result of that. Skipper we are seeing in the apartments again, as is his usual behavior. It's his natural habitat at this stage. He will throw a lot of utility onto apartments, maybe hoping to force a rotate. Okay, he won't do that though. And it seems like they faked both sites almost. Except they want to go towards A here, so we don't know how that is going to work out for them. Running and gunning with the CZ, though, is an excellent start. Maiden running around Archer's side. Will perhaps be able to get the drop onto some of them, but he will not be able to get the drop onto Jordan there, who knows exactly where he is. Sorry, that's not Jordan. That is Dimke. And with Flick, they do bring this into overtime. This has got to be a bit exhausting for both teams here. Both having excellent runs. Just getting those, getting that momentum. But as we go on here, we will see an even enough buy from both teams. And I think we are, yep, we are seeing a timeout here, this time from Bajini. Also, I don't know if I'm butchering the pronunciation of that, but I just found one and I'm sticking with it, okay? So, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've really got nothing to work with here. Same with the player names as well. Just let me know, of course. But you are watching this replay on Replayer, as you're pretty much joining me on my journey to get better at casting, build my skills up. Any feedback or suggestions? I'd love to hear it. As I can read and read and read and practice and practice and practice, but I just want to make sure this is an entertaining show or game to watch for you guys. But anyway, back to the game. We will see Maiden throwing a bit of noise and rounds down towards Banana there. Can't give that information away for free. And Bajini will not get that. Savini, however, creeping up with the AWP. They might hear the scopes, but I don't think any of them are close enough to do that. KGR has picked his angle here, for anyone who wishes to run Archer's side. And the utility is being thrown out by the terrorists there, so they will be committing to this side. Skipper out in the pit does take a bit of heat. I don't think he knows quite where they are on the site. Running whilst flashed. It's not going to work out for you, buddy. And it is down to Holmes and Savi there. Holmes getting some excellent shots there, excellent flicks. Holmes is about to get traded, I think. Just a few shoulder peeks from D there, who does not commit to the kill. And we actually have two AWPs here. So, with KGR having seen where the bomb is, he has got this angle on lockdown. I don't think... Yep, he's poking out. Yep, that is it. He will secure the first round of overtime for Bajini. And the road to the comeback is paved with these next few rounds for Bajini. You have a 3-player stack towards A, 2-player on B's side there. They aren't looking... Oh, KGR staying out there a bit longer than would have normally been comfortable for people, but he is able to turn that into a kill. Maiden does go down. Skipper, as usual, in apartments, trying to make some noise here. KGR with a decent angle onto B side itself, well, from Banana, without utility being thrown here. These T players are pretty much walking into a bit of a turkey shoot. KGR getting the first kill, not able to get the second though. Nix walking out onto site there, flashed out completely though, so was not able to really see that Davenho was in dark. Davenho himself though, just waiting for the T's to come onto the site. He will get the first kill. Will he get the second one though? He will, yep, he will, and it is down to Nix, who's hiding just behind a coffin, does get the first kill. Don't think he's realized, or maybe he has, he just doesn't want to poke his head out. That they are on site there, and this, yep, he's out of bullets, and that is it. Bajini, second round of overtime goes to them. KlikTech with a less than optimal buy for the last round of this half of overtime. They will just have to go for it though. sacrificing a bit of utility just to get those AKs, and Savi in turn sacrificing the gun in order to get the utility. D scoring an excellent shot onto Maiden in mid there. Sets the tone for this to begin with. Savi, however, will be able to pick up the AK, might be able to do something with it. We have nothing from the terrorists going towards Banana there, and as a result, the counter-terrorists are looking to set themselves up nicely on A, which they will do with a 3-man stack. Dimke whiffing the shot there, unable to get the spray down. However, we do see a return from D, who is playing exceptionally well. It's now down to Holmes and Savi. Savi down to 17 health. Not where you want to be. And they are both working towards this balcony, and they will be dropping down into pit. Flash onto Jordan, though, doesn't do exactly what it's designed to. Jordan able to score those 2 last kills on pit and balcony, and it is 18 to 15, Bajini's favor. Which, for a lot of this game, I don't think we're expecting to see that. So they have been able to bring it back quite well. If we have a look at these kills here, I think a lot of that can be owed to Jordan and KGR. Jordan waking up a little bit later in the game. However, it has most certainly been worth it. And as we go into the first round of the second half of overtime here, we'll see what Bajini have been able to learn about their T side. It's been a long time game-wise since they've been on it, and what they might want to do as a result here. KGR with an excellent entry kill onto the AWP at B, making this much more difficult for Nyx. With the utility coming in, they have pretty much set up to take this side altogether. We only have Jordan, who does get taken out on the A site. KGR moving in. And after a quick exchange, it is now a 3 versus 2 retake situation. It is do or die for KlikTech as Holmes and Skipper, both coming from Banana. If you get flashed, should you be jumping out to try and peek the person you can't see because you're flashed? No, you shouldn't, and that's why, because you get shot. D has now confirmed that Holmes is coming from Banana onto site, and that's pretty much it. Victory goes to Bajini Puleni, and we will see you in the next map between these two.